Good morning, everyone. We're waking up to Bostons. Every day we get to wake up to all these gorgeous Bostons. Hi, Benny. Hi, Simon. Hi, Sheba. Hi, Delilah. Look at you enjoying that nice. Or are you sucking on that bed? You silly girl. She likes that bed. That bed was sent to us as a gift from a friend. Look at you. You goofy girl. The babies have all been up for a while and had their morning feeding, been outside, and now they're just enjoying their playtime in front of. Jeff brought our little stove in the house. Recently, you remember my playpen was set up here and we couldn't have all this space, but now we have it. Our little Simon is just growing and doing well. And Benny is just fitting so good with our pack. Him and Reba are close buddies. And I know Simon will be. We're still guarding and protecting him. He's still a baby. He's just 8 weeks old. So he'll be 9 weeks old Saturday. So we're still holding him a lot. Oh, you little baby, you're not supposed to go back there. We're still holding him a lot, and then he gets to go in the crate and take extra naps. I have had people who get one of my puppies, update me and let me know how energetic and how much a baby is playing, and that is good. That's what we want to see. We know everything is good and they're healthy when they're doing that. But I do often remind people they are still a baby. I mean, a real baby. Benny's a baby, but he has a lot more stamina. And Benny is going on 11 weeks old, I believe. But Simon is still 8 weeks old. I kept him out of our litter, out of Candy's litter. But an 8-week-old puppy is a lot more baby than a 10 or 11-week-old puppy. They grow so fast and develop and mature really fast. But when they're still that small and that young, you have to treat them like a real baby. You have to tell them when they need to rest. Don't let them play till they drop, or let them eat till they stop, because they don't know when to stop. They don't know when to lay down and rest. And when you have other dogs or even children that they're playing with, they don't know when to rest or stop playing or stop eating. So even though it's a dog, y'all, you have to be responsible to watch them and lay them down when they need to, or take the food away when they need to. Simon's doing real good, but I'm still controlling Simon and Benny's food. Pretty controlling over that. Reba is just now getting to come and eat with the big girls and kind of take the chance that she might eat more or eat some of the food out of her bowl and then somebody else's bowl. But Reba is going on 5 months old. So she was born in August, I think. Sorry. Simon and Benny are still going outside, but they both still are not always going outside. These girls, there you are, you come back. These girls, they're watching Dad. They're just hoping for a piece of bacon to hit the floor. Dad's cooking breakfast for everybody, and Granddad is still in his room. He's up, been in here, he's getting coffee, but these girls know the men, when they cook, they have a habit of dropping things. They swear it's an accident, but I know better. And the girls know better too. The girls tell on them. Just that right there. That tells me, they're used to finding things right below when Dad's cooking. Where'd you go, Simon? Simon! Oh, there you are. Gotta keep my eyes on him all the time. Mom has been playing with him this morning till she got interested in bacon. But they all play good with him, and then they'll play rough with him, so I have to intervene. And he's still looking for a little bit of food. I tell everybody on my puppies, when they take one of my puppies, the back of your dog food bag tells you how much a puppy that size should eat a day. And I add some instructions with my go bag with my puppies. They may get that much a day, but you have to split it up based on the puppy size, because their stomach is still growing. So we split it up, and I feed more often, but I watch the food. I don't want them to overeat, especially at that age, because their little bellies will swell up and they'll be upset tummies, and it'll make a lot more poop issues than we want. So I will feed them a little less than what they really are wanting. He ran around searching all the other bowls. He stands up now over here. The puppy food is kept in that container back there, and he knows it. He stands up there begging for more, and I won't let him have it. Later, when all the girls go outside, hey, quit that. Quit. Don't chew on that. When all the girls go outside, I will feed Simon and Benny a little bit more, because I know they didn't eat till they were completely satisfied, but they ate enough that they're not hungry. And I will give them a little time in between the feedings, and I'll feed them a little bit more. So they're probably, because of Simon, they're probably going to get fed. The two boys are probably going to get fed 4 small portions a day. But I want the last feeding to be hopefully around 4 o'clock, so that they don't need to go outside at night or have accidents in their crate. But anyway, this is what life in our house looks like after a litter has left us. And this is the second time, I think it's the third time in 5 years I have kept a puppy back from a litter. The first puppy I kept back was a little lilac girl, and I just loved that girl from the moment she was born in my hands. And I had her for 6 months, and she was beginning to show some tendencies I wasn't feeling real good about. She was a great dog. There wasn't anything wrong with her, but she kind of started having some issues with my older adult females, and I kept thinking, you guys look like you might not get along when you're an adult. So, and then I got to get the mop again. And then it was like it was meant to be, because a lady in Alaska reached out to me. I wasn't even offering Lassie up for rehoming, but a lady in Alaska saw her in one of my posts on Facebook, and she asked, would I let her adopt Lassie? And I was like, well, I was going to keep her. And then she showed me pictures of her male, who was, if you ever saw photos of the perfect couple, a man and a woman, that you could tell just by the way they looked, they were meant to be together. She had the male that was meant to be with Lassie. So I did let Lassie go. She went to Alaska. She was 6 months old, and I was okay with that. And they did have beautiful, beautiful babies, beautiful lilac babies. So then came Miss Reba, And the moment she was born, I was so infatuated with her looks. I didn't even know she was going to end up with 2 blue eyes. But everything else about her, I love that big wide collar on the girls, or any of them. But they don't have to have it. Not all my dogs have a big collar. But it is something I am partial to. I love a big collar, and I love a big blaze on the forehead. But Reba, I never really thought I would be attracted to a half a white-faced dog, but for a Boston. But I am. I just fell in love with that girl, and as she grew, I finally decided to test her just to see, does she carry color genes that would work in my program? And she carried more than what I had expected, and I finally just decided I'm keeping that girl. And because of that, I decided to test. I only had 2 males in our last litter, and Simon was one of them, and Conrad was the other one. Now, I've only been breeding about 5 years, but I have heard, a half-white faced dog can be beautiful, but they're not always what you want in your breeding program. Sometimes they are, but even then, you don't want to breed them with another dog with a lot of white on their head. I'm sure you can, and I'm sure your puppies will be fine, but to help, I would prefer to breed her to one that doesn't have that much white on their head. So I checked Simon out because Conrad had a solid white head. And they're the only 2 boys, so I ran the color panel on Simon, and he carries everything that Reba carries, which is the big thing was the tricolor gene. If you get on Google and look up tricolored Boston Terriers, they are a rare Boston Terrier color, and it goes all the way back to the beginning of the breed where they were crossing the Bulldog and the Terrier, because they will be, in this case for Reba and Simon, I'm assuming they would be black and white puppies with tan points. They would be like you've seen dogs with tan points. They have tan underneath their legs that stands out. They have tan spots on the eyebrows and on the cheeks. And if their markings are perfect, those dogs are gorgeous. And they're rare, to get that color. So, and you got to have 2 carriers to hopefully produce a tricolored puppy. So we now have 2 tri-carriers, and I know we'll get our black and whites. I think both of them carry dilute too, if I remember right. I know that Reba does. So if they both do, we could probably get blue puppies too. And we can hope for tricolored puppies. So that's why I kept these 2 back from a litter. Now that I don't like to keep dogs that are related, opposite sexes. Now Candy and Chloe are sisters, but I don't have any issue with that. But now I have Candy, and I have Candy's son. And I will have to decide if I want to rehome Candy. At this point, I do not. She is not available. But Simon is no threat yet either. And I know most breeders are real good about separating. They can have dogs that are related, but I prefer to play it totally safe. So we're going to wait and see. By the time Simon is a threat and he's up and ready to be a stud, I'll know what I'm going to do. I'm hoping when Sheba and Delilah get pregnant the next litter with each of them, I'm hoping to keep back a female from each of them. And if that all goes the way I want, then I might consider rehoming Candy to the right home. So but I'm not sure. I may just get her fixed and keep her too. So she's only had the one litter. I'd like to have a couple more litters with her. So I will just have to figure it out as we go. But it's important to not have a bunch of dogs that are related to each other. And this boy, him not related. He came from an outside kennel. And look at you. You found a spot of sunshine. You found you some sunshine. Yeah, this is what we do in the mornings. So anyway, I just wanted to share what we're doing around here today. It's still cold outside, but the sun is shining, and they will get to go outside and sit in the sun. It won't be long, and I'll have sun right there, and we'll scoot this bed over, and they can all lay on it in the sun. But Jeff brought our little electric stove in that looks like it has wood and fire in it, and it puts out some good heat, and they like laying right there too. But anyway, just wanted to pop in and say good morning to everybody, and wish everybody a happy hump day. This is Wednesday, hump day. So y'all have a good, blessed day, and I'll be back later.